Nope, you're not right. No wrong for that matter. Ciao e bentornati, welcome back to Pillole D'Italiano. Nell'episodio di oggi, episodio numero 126, vedremo assieme come gli italiani dicono you're right or you're wrong. Because as I was mentioning before, you are not right in Italian and you are not wrong either. So what's the deal with this? I would include this episode to the playlist called Mistakes to Avoid. You're going to find a link somewhere above my head to access that playlist. There are a bunch of useful videos there where I usually talk about common mistakes that English speakers will make while trying and speaking Italian, oftentimes translating straight from English to Italian. This is one of those instances where you do not want to translate literally, because in Italian, we don't say you are right or I am right, but we actually say that we have a reason. Therefore, if you're talking with somebody who is just exposing their point of view and you agree with them, you want to say, yep, you're right. You don't say sei giusto. Nope. We would say hai ragione. You have, if you're talking to a friend, ragione, reason. And if you're talking to somebody that you don't know, you want to be polite, then you use the third person singular, the lei form. Ha ragione. Ha ragione. So in either case, we would say you have reason. And when somebody's wrong, well, if you want to tell to somebody you are wrong, you have to tell them that they have the contrary of ragione, which is torto, torto. So you simply say hai torto or ha torto if you're talking to somebody formally. This is a bit of a strong statement, right? But every now and then, if you really feel strongly about the fact that they are absolutely wrong, you might want to use this torto. You will probably find yourself using more often the hai ragione or ha ragione than hai torto or ha torto. But I just wanted to give you these tools to be able to express yourself and move away from the English language that in this case does not help at all. So little side note here, I always like to look at languages and look what we're actually saying with our words, because as I like to say, our language shapes our reality, because the language that we speak informs the way that we think and we frame reality. So I'm very curious to see if you have an opinion about it. This is just like a thought that came to mind. If, as an English speaker, I have to say that I am right or I am wrong, well, in Italian I say that I have reason, is there a chance that sometimes English speakers might be more attached to the idea of being right with their opinion because it feels very personal, like if they are not right, there is something wrong with them? Does it make any sense? Is it somewhat, if you are a native English speaker, is that somewhat of a thought that it's in there? And could this possibly explain why sometimes there are these two factions and people are just pushing back and forth to have their own opinion being validated? Or maybe this is something that happens in every culture. I don't know, just, food for thought. I'm always curious, as I said, to try and understand why people speak this way and if there is an inner, deeper reasoning behind certain expressions. So anyway, on a superficial level, I would say that as an Italian, I would be okay to say ho torto without necessarily feel like there is anything wrong with me. And I'm curious to hear from English speakers if you guys will feel like there is something wrong with you just by saying I'm wrong. Let me know, fatemi sapere, lasciate pure un commento. I truly hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and please share this episode with other people that are learning Italian, or maybe they're interested in hearing more about Italian culture in general. And I will see you super soon. Ciao, a presto!